Hey, good evening, everyone. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd. It is our first day of the summer session. We'll be taking this pretty much every Tuesday until just before Labor Day. So today's plan is to go through some Sandan combinations as well as go through Hangetsu kata. So hopefully we'll get Marty to join us here in a little bit and he can run us through his. If not, I'll go through the ones that I came up with and maybe we'll wait for him to join us. Okay. All right, let's get started with a nice little warm up. And I guess I'm going to pin. Okay, here we go. Hush. And hush. Why is it so high? That's better. Okay, here we go. Jumping jacks. Change your arms. Change your feet. Change your arms again. Good. Arms around. Switch. Front and back. Elbows up. Take your arms and turn your upper body. Switch. One more time. Keep one arm straight forward. Other arm as far back as you can. Switch. Really open up that chest and the shoulder. All right, good. Shoulders forward and back. All right, knees up. Out to the side. Ankles up. And easy front snaps. And side snaps. And some back kicks. Good. Left leg forward. Front snap, kick out the front leg, back leg. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Switch legs. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Good. Let's try just standing. Front snap, side snap, back kick. Same leg. If you need to put down the metal, that's fine. Try and get your core tight. Let's go with the left leg first. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. All right, switch other leg. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Hey. Good. Let's go long. Stretch the groin a little bit, leaving the back foot out. Roll the hip around in that groin area. Okay, straighten it back up. Open and close the hip. Go long, ball the foot. And straighten. Bending at the waist. And go the other way. Stretch that groin area. Straighten it back up, open and close the hips. And go long. And straighten. All right. Up, right arm across, or left arm across, sorry. And on your back. And on your hip. And let's switch. Your back. And on your hip. All right, wrists up and down. Now turn the hands over, fingers tips down, up. Good. Straighten your doggy or your clothes. All right, we got more people online. You remove the pin. All right, it's Marty. Good. All right, so Marty, if you have a moment, can you run us through your 3 combinations?
Yeah, Sensei, of course.
All right, great. Let me spotlight you here. And if you want to hear what he's saying, I think you could hear what they were saying. They just couldn't.
Can you hear me okay, Sensei?
Hold on. Why would it change to... Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
Figure out why.
Yeah, it keeps fading in and out, at least on mine.
Now I got the AirPods going. Okay, well. You. Full screen. All right, you good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
All right, good. Okay, good.
Okay.
Can you hear him? Okay, good.
Good. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn on the backlight. All right. Yoi. Kamaite. Stepping out of Kamaite. Left leg forward. Is me. Okay. We're going to go up in a high guard position. And the first one is going to be a defense against a street punch. And the person, the opponent's going to be a little bit further away, and he's going to be coming in with a street punch. So we're going to be stepping in with our right leg, like a high block or a check. One thing I wanted to point out that I didn't point out last time is that check is almost like your ageuke on that angle. You don't want to have it too tight to your face. You don't want to have it too far away. You don't want to reach for it. When you step in, you need to push that arm away from him just enough to get it out of line. Because if he stays within shoulder width and you just check it, he can come in and grab, or they're close enough, they're a little bit more powerful. But if you can get that out of line a little bit, then you have a better idea of control. So our first one, left leg forward, all we're going to be doing is shifting in, blocking, and a palm heel strike at the same time. So it's going to look itch, step in, palm heel strike, and block. So left leg forward again, and on the count, we're just going to shift in, block, or check, and then palm heel strike. So a few of those, itch, back up. Neat. Push it. Again, some. Nice and deep. You want to get nice and deep in there. So, sheet, full extension on that palm heel strike. Go. Rock. Make sure you're keeping your elbows down too and they don't start flaring out.
So the block is with the left hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, would be with your right hand. I'm opposite. So this is actually my right leg, but it would be your left leg forward. So I'm moving in, blocking with my right arm and palm heel striking with my left.
So if they're striking with their right hand, because typically most people are right-handed, they're going to come in with their right, correct? So that means our left would do that catch, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
yep.
Let's do that. Okay.
So once again, itch, stepping in, boom. Knee. Some. And sheet. Now, the other thing I want to point out too is I'm considering trying to go into him. This obviously this can also be used with just shifting in too. So if that opponent's a little bit tighter, we can just shift in, check, block that arm, and a palm heel strike too as well. So either one. And then once again, itch, knee, and one more. Sun. Good. After the palm heel strike to the face, we got the opponent's arm away. We're going to slide down that arm, depending on where it's at. Grab the wrist, and at the same time, we're grabbing the wrist and we're pulling. So we're going to use a good hikite back. We're pulling down. We're going to come across and do a radial stun on top of the arm. So you're checking that swing, sliding down, and you're pulling that arm across the way and a brachial stun right down, which is obviously right where we've done this before, right where the elbow meets the top of the forearm.
Yep.
So we're going to shift or step in, block, pull down, and brachial stun. Okay, so we'll do those two motions a couple times. And once again, you can either shift in or step in. So it's the same idea.
Marty, start with your right leg forward so we're mirror with you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
I switched up. You
no
ready?
Problem. Yeah.
Okay. Itch, knee. Up. Itch, one, knee. Once again, pulling both at the same time.
And brachial stun using your left arm.
Correct. Yep.
That's your right arm. Use your left arm. All right.
Okay, I've got it. I'm trying to twist this around. Whatever one that you're.
Tell you what, we'll be out of your mirror. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it with your left leg forward. We'll do it with our left leg forward. So strike with the right arm is what you want us to do.
Yeah, if they're coming in, if they're typically swinging with their right, I'm either going to shift in, like I'll do it to your back.
Yeah.
Their right side is this way.
Yeah.
At me. So in this case, I'm stepping in with my right side and blocking that right arm. Sense? So
yeah, and then right arm does the brachial strike. Right?
Yep. And then I'm coming down this way.
Got it. Okay.
So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Did that make sense?
Oh, that's good. Yep, we're good.
Okay. All right. Let me switch it back to what I think. I think I'm supposed to be mirroring you now. So itch, knee. From here, this hand after the radial stun, it's going to come across to the side of the neck. So I'm going to hit. You can either do across the side of the neck, do a brachial stun across the side of the neck.
Got it.
Either one. So from here, ich, knee, sun. Cross. Again, ich, knee, sun. Once again, I want to keep leverage on this arm here. Again, ich, thumb. One more. Ich, sun. Now from this position, my hand is already up. I'm going to slide that. This left hand is going to slide underneath that arm, and they're going to wrap on top of the shoulder. So this hand comes from here to the top of the shoulder. This one wraps underneath, and I'm going to pull them over. As I pull them over, I'm going to pull them down to the ground. I'm going to cradle that arm. Pull that person down and over. This hand that did the breaking stun is going to come up. Your right hand's going to come up. Elbow strike to the back of the neck. Back of the neck, the shoulder.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to look like this. Ich, knee, sun, wrap, pull over, come down with a strike. Okay, that we'll work on that a couple times, and we'll do the takedown, the last motion. So, ready? Ich, knee, sun.
Go that way. Bring this down here.
Go.
There it is. Then bring this up. Oh,
Again. Ich, knee, sun. Tap it over. Chi, go. And one more time. Ready? Ich, knee, sun. Chi, go. Now from this position, I'm at the head. I've once again, I've wrapped the arm. I've got the arm. And then what you're going to do is from here, all you're doing is grabbing that arm and pulling them. Shifting your hips back, pulling it to the ground, and follow up with a stomp. So, ich, knee, sun, chi wrap, go elbow strike, rope takedown, and a foot stomp. Any questions with that before we break it down and do a few of them?
I think we got it. Let's
All right,
bust them out.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we try to stay in a forward stance here, or should we go to a fudodachi when we drop the elbow?
When you drop, yeah, from when I'm here, it's hard for me to get leverage. So let me back up so you can see. Once I pull them here and I've got them here, I've got to use that hip to pull them down and over.
Okay,
then
so
coming across. So, I feel like I'm more in a kibidachi, but it could be a fudodachi too, whatever you feel a little bit more comfortable with. The dilemma that a lot of people have is after they wrap an arm to do a takedown, they have a tendency to want to pull it straight back. And somebody that is bigger than me, which is most people, if you pull back, they're going to have a tendency to out-muscle me and pull forward. The idea is that those strikes, I want to wrap and I want to pull them straight over. Okay, and if you have to grab their shoulder or the back of their head, I want to pull them straight back and then drop it, and then I'm switching. So I get them to the ground, and then if I can get them to the knees, I might follow up with a knee strike instead. So, okay, let's do the whole thing. Ich, knee, san, chi, go, rok, chi. Okay, one more time. Ich, knee, san, chi, go, rok, chi, and strike. Any questions so far? All right, let's put it. I'm sorry, somebody have a question?
Oh, we got it.
Got it? All right, let's put the whole thing together. Okay, one count. We'll do the whole thing. Ready? Ich. Yes. Back up. Kamae position. Knee. One more or two more. Go. And last one. Broke. Hey, Joy.
Us.
Any questions with that one?
We got time for one more, Marty.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sensei.
That's all right. That's all right.
On that one. Okay, the next one is the grab from behind. I'm going to go laterally to you here this way. Is the grab from behind. Now, this person may be coming under your arms or over your arms. In this case, we're going to say over the top of the arms. So I'm in this position. I first want to bring my arms up. That's in the event they have a tendency to go around them. So I bring my hands up, and I'm going to drop back with an elbow strike. So from here, I glance, empty, hammer fist. So from here, up, itch, knee. So let's just do a few of those. Standing up, itch, knee. Stomach, groin, itch, knee. Itch, knee. Okay, from here, elbow strike, hammer fist. After the hammer fist to the groin, I'm turning 180 degrees and catching that arm. So 1, 2, twist and stance. You can turn your legs, pivot, mate, grab the arm, and I'm coming across with a break. So in this case, I'll do it on the opposite side so you can see. 1, 2, I grab and I'm stepping in to a break across the elbow this way. So chain those three techniques together. Itch,
There it is. Yeah.
knee, grab, some, break. Step across and break. And I'm stepping in on that too as well so I can get full dynamics of 180 degree spin. Up, itch, knee, reach up, step across, some, good. So I'm in this position now. From here, I just did an elbow break. I'm going up slightly across the shoulder. This hand is coming to my hip. So I'm going to turn again 180 degrees. So from here, 1, 2, 3 breaks, slide across the shoulder, and then I'm twisting my hips. I'm twisting after I do the break. I'm twisting my hips to take him down to the ground. Okay? Once he's down to the ground, his arm is going to be across the top of your thigh. You're going to come up and stomp on the shoulder, dislocating the shoulder. Okay? So this position, ready? Itch, knee, stand and grab. Move this leg, step across. Break. Slide it up, twist your hips again 180 degrees. For the takedown, he's going to go down to the ground, bring it up, and stomp across the top of the shoulder. All right, let's put it together. Any questions so far? I'm going through that one kind of fast.
Oh, we're good.
Sensei, you got
we're
it?
Good. Yes, we are. Well, we got it.
Together slow. Itch, knee, spin, break, sung. Chi takes down on the ground, and go. Stop. Once again, hands up, itch, knee. Reach across, sun, break, slide it up across the shoulder, go. Take it down, up, stop on the shoulder. Okay, 1 count, the whole thing. Nice and slow, though.
Are you pulling up with your right arm on that last part where you've made the bigger turn to do the takedown?
Yes,
Are you pulling up?
When I'm
Okay.
here and I take it down this way, I'm keeping that arm up.
Yeah.
And they're pivoted down. their hand is up and across here towards my waist. I'm coming up and I'm stomping across the back of the back or the upper shoulder area to dislocate that shoulder.
Okay, great, thanks.
All right. Do you want me to continue with the putting together, Sensei, or do you want to move on?
Let's just do this one a number of times, okay?
All right. Once again, nice and smooth. Itch, elbow, knee, boom, spin, thumb, twist and take down. Remember, hand's got to be up here. Keeping that arm up and the shoulder pinned down. Go, boom. Again. Let's put it all together. Nice and slow. Itch. 1, 2, 3, 4. You. Okay. Again, speed it up a little bit. Itch. You. Itch. Hatch. You. Mate. And you.
All right, good. I think as an alternative to that, at the very end, the stomp to the shoulder. If they don't, let's just say they put their arm down or their hand down so they don't go all the way to the floor. So it could be just a slight modification. So come around here. He comes up 1, 2, 3. Come up here 1. Now when I take him down, maybe he puts his left hand down to the floor and doesn't let me come up or let me take him all the way to the floor. So then from here, I just lift my knee up and drop nice and hard onto that shoulder while I've got his arm here. Might be an alternative because I don't know that I could lift high enough above his shoulder if he's up in like a push-up position to get anything here. So just drop in with the knee. Be a good
I like
alternative
it.
there. Yeah. Hey, Gary, welcome. Welcome. All right, so let's do one for my list, and then we'll move on to Hangetsu. Okay. All right. Here's my kind of favorite. Just hands are up, or you can have one hand on here. Okay. I'll start with left forward. You guys go left forward too. So we're doing a wauke. Okay. Kick to the knee, reach out, catch the back of the head, elbow. Again. Itch, knee, sun. Again. Itch, knee, sun. Okay, we're going to go underneath this big punch now. So we're going to add a little bit of a sink this way. Kick and elbow. Now from here, I'm going to extend my left arm. Pull down. Strike with a palm heel or with a gyatsuki low. So it's going to be a nice big turn. All right, ready? Itch, knee, reach out, san, shi, go. Again. Itch, knee, san, shi, go. So you got to use this pull. Don't be way out here. Make sure you keep this nice and tight in the back muscles and use your hips with the arm. It's not just pull with the arm, tricep. It's connect the lats and the tricep and do the rotation. All right, ready? A couple more. Itch all the way through. And when you step out, Shikodachi would be fine. Fudodachi would be fine too. Something that lets you get low without having to bend over too much. A couple more. Itch. Itch. Last one. Itch. Hey, all right, good. All right, get a drink of water. Come right back. Hangetsu. Oh, no problem. I think it'll be okay. If not, I can reconnect. All right, left. All right, audio is still on me. Good. Okay. All right, we'll do first part a little sensei mode, but it shouldn't be that hard. All right, you guys nearly ready? Okay, Gary's ready. Marty's ready. Peter, not yet. We'll give him another 30 seconds. There he is. He's in. Okay, good. All right, so Hangetsu is stands for half moon. And part of the reason for that is that you actually step in a kind of half circular motion like this. And the stance itself is a lot like Sanchin-dachi, where in Sanchin-dachi, the front or the back toes are about even with the front toes. The front toes are turned in, the back foot is turned straight. But in Hangetsu-dachi, this is a little bit longer by about one of your feet lengths, but it's the same general feet or position of the feet. So that foot position creates an inward stance that goes in this way. Okay, so everything goes inside this way, squeezing, and then you roll the energy around the thighs and pull from the backside. So this is meant to be, if I could use it for a second, this is meant to be a very nice, from here, pulling. So this is pulling backwards. I'm not extending forward like in a Zenkutsu-dachi. So if we were grabbing each other and pulling on each other, this would be the feeling. We were kind of yanking on each other. So versus this, see how you're going forward, you're going that way, right? So this is meant to be a very close-in type fighting. Okay, so the stance, again, front foot is turned in, back foot is straight, sink through and in, go around the thighs, and pull back in. And then when you do this twisting, the heels want to try and come together, but you've got this sinking that prevents your heels from coming there. So everybody come up on your toes, okay, and kind of put your feet in that position. Now I want you to squeeze your thighs together without sinking. See how your feet kind of like to twist in? Okay, now sink into the floor and then create that same feeling of pulling your heels in toward each other. That's the feeling of Hangetsu-dachi. Okay, so same sort of thing when you do Sanchin-dachi and like Unsu and Nijushiho, that twist when you release it, boom, and then you finish, and then they squeeze in when you release that tension and the release of pressure to the floor. All right, so let's start with the first few moves. Anybody have questions on Hangetsu-dachi? All right, here we go. So we're going to go in your mirror this time for the first few going toward you. Okay, left leg forward, Hangetsu-dachi. So there are no Zenkutsu-dachis in this kata at all. There's Hangetsu-dachi, there's Kokusu-dachi, and Neko-dachi, and that's it. So anytime you think it's a Zenkutsu-dachi, nope, it's Hangetsu-dachi. All right, here we go, left leg forward, Hangetsu-dachi. It's pull, knee, pushing, Gyaksuke. Okay, and again, now squeeze those thighs, or heels together. When you release it, the feet go out, front foot goes straight. This one follows a nice little curve. Uchuke, pull, gyatsuke. Release. 1, 2. And so there's a couple different ways to do the breathing on this too. I prefer no breath at all, just an in breath to start with, and you don't start breathing out until the gyatsuke. There are some that do an in, then an out on the end of the uchuke, then they start with another in, then another out on the gyatsuke. So it's kind of questionable, but I like the no breath on blocks and adding the breath on the attack. Okay, so let's do that first. I'll go look and see what Mr. Schmeisser has to say about this. This is one of the areas of his research that he's done on breathing for the katas, and see what he's got to say. All right, so here we go. Hangetsu. Yes, sir.
You're not, and with this stance, you're not getting very much rotation with the punch, are you? A hip rotation with the punch?
No. It goes back to just a little bit. It's still a little bit open, but I can't turn this all the way square because then I'll break down this leg. So this open, I can open it somewhat, but I can't open it too far or I'll break down the other side, and I can close it a little bit more, but not fully with the gyatsuke. So good question. So the question was not getting much hip rotation in either the uchuke or the gyatsuke. Okay, here we go. Ich. Ni. Ich. Ni. Ich. Ni. Okay, from here we're going to send the left arm out. Take the thumbs and put them into your index fingers and extend your index fingers out as well. So now you got two places you can strike with. Ippon ken here or the thumbs. Okay, so the left arm goes out, then right arm goes back, or they both come back, thumbs to the chest. Then they come back out. So here is breathing out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, then cross and up, pull down. So these elbows are about just in front of the ears. Okay, they're not way back here like this, but the palms are turning toward your head. And then they go back up again, double down block. Okay, so the breathing on that is in, out, in, out. So you don't start the out until you cross and then go out. Okay, let's start from the beginning again. Any questions? All right, let's go. Close. Hangetsu. Ich. Ich. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. All right, good. Let's see what you guys got going on here. And Tony, if you want to turn around and do it the regular way, that's fine. All right, here we go. Knee. All right, so Marty, your knees are not coming toward each other. Now you need to squeeze those thighs. Yes, like that. Squeeze those thighs together. Good. Itch. So your back foot should be straight forward, and then your knees should be coming toward each other. There you go. And reverse punch, knee. Itch. Straighten that back leg, Peter. Back foot. Even more. There you go. Good. Sink down some if you can. There you go. And then go. Reverse punch. Itch. Knee. Sun. So Gary, bring the palms straight down, then send it back straight, palm straight down again with Ippon Ken there. Yep. Itch. Knee. All right, good. All right, any questions? All right, so let's go back to the stance a little bit so we can make sure we're all on the same page here. All right, so let's stand in yoi position. Both feet are straight ahead. Now let's step forward the left foot. I'm going to step right to be in your mirror, and we're going to turn that left foot slightly in, and I'm going to leave this leg right where it is, and then sink and bring the knees together. Think of it as, you know, if I were going to kick Tony in the groin and he had his legs out here like this, his first instinct would be bring his hands in, but he would also come back. He would also squeeze his thighs together so I couldn't get there. There it is. Okay, so he'd get his hands down, his buttocks would come out, but then his knees would come instinctively together to kind of save this. So that's kind of the feeling. You don't necessarily have to touch your thighs together. They just have to squeeze. Okay, so here we go again, just from here. Stepping forward your left leg. One. Roll it and squeeze and pull from the backside. Notice you can't see any gap here. If I were to, no, you got too much gap. Even still. No, don't move your feet. Yeah, move this in, move that in, squeeze. Now sink down some more. Now pull them in some more. There you go. Yeah, that much. So if you got this leg out here like that and you're just bringing it in, see how this, you got lots of air gap here. Boom, boom. So if you were gonna drop on somebody with your knees, both your knees, they would come in and drop in like that, right? So same sort of thing. You got to get those thighs squeezing together, and there should be no air gap from maybe one palm down from your groin. Ready? Again, step in with your left. Itch. Now notice there's a little air gap between my shins, right, up to maybe about here, but then everything above there, you can't see an air gap. There it is right there, but it's hidden from the front view. So that means they can't quite get in there with a straight type kick. Okay, a couple more. You guys could back up a little bit so I can look at your stance. Gary, can you go any farther back? There you go, okay. All right, just kick the cat, that's all right. I'm just teasing. All right, and Marty, go back one more step. There you go. Okay, here we go. Stepping forward, left leg. Itch. There you go, Marty. I like that. And good job, Peter. Let's see yours, Gary. Just a little bit more squeeze if you got it. There it is. Yep. Now think of pulling. pull up with your buttocks and roll your thighs around, but still keeping that bend. Now let's step forward from there. 2. Squeeze those thighs together again. A little bit more squeeze there, Gary. There it is. Yeah. All right, good. All right, so that's the stance that I'm looking for. Okay. Here, let me give you my the force. This is the stance I'm looking for. Okay.
I'd say the length on that is
It's just a
probably
little longer. Yeah,
or
it's just a little bit longer than a Sanchendachi. So Sanchendachi is big toe, back heel, or front heel. Go another one of your foot lengths forward. So if I were going to put this into a comparison to front stance, here's about where my Hangetsu Dachi is. Here's my front stance. So my front stance is another full one of my feet forward. So Hangetsu Dachi is a little bit shorter and just squeeze it in, but it's not quite as short as a Sanchin Dachi. In this kata, I would imagine that the Okinawans did this in Sanchin Dachi, and Funakoshi, in his infinite wisdom, decided to make it harder for us. So I'd have to agree. All right, we good? All right, so we're going to turn it around, have you guys following us, and then we'll continue on from there. Let's, hey, left leg forward. Knee. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Raw. Hitch. Hutch. All right, now the hands are open. Okay, so 2 open hands. So double down block with a shuto. Okay, so from here, I'm going to step through. I'm going to switch or do an underarm block and a catch, kind of like what we do for hand sandan. My left arm is going to go down. My right arm is going to come up. And it's, again, going to be in Hangetsu Dachi. So the right hand is up, left hand is down, palms are open. Right palm is up, then I'm going to reach forward slightly and pull back. Okay, one more step, same thing, which, knee, hitch, knee. Let's keep going with this. Uchuki to the right, 2 punches. Hitch, knee-san. To the backside, mate, hitch, knee-san. To the back of your room, hitch, knee-san. Okay, go back to last double shuto here. Sorry, left leg forward. Okay, step through, ki. Itch, right, knee. So haito, catch. Knee, sun, shi, go. Rip, shi touch. Itch, knee san, itch, knee san. Okay, so bring the left leg in, up to the right leg. We're going to come around with the left arm and do a back fist koksudachi. Okay, itch. Okay, well, now we're going to step across. Back foot goes to straight, 1. Okay, I'm going to kick off the left leg. As I kick, I'm going to pull back with a down block. Kick, down block. Reverse punch, agiuke. This is all in Sanchin Dachi. Back foot should be straight. There you go. Okay, repeat. Same thing. Bring the right leg in. Back fist. Back foot straight. Kick, down block, reverse punch, agiuke. Again, this is Hangetsu Dachi. One more, pull it in. Lay it down. Okay, from here, this is a kokusudachi. Actually, let's repeat a bunch of that so we do it a few times. Okay, so last one, double low shuto. Open hands. Okay. Step forward and turn. Split the hands. Ich, right, ni, san, shi, go, rook, hitch, hachiku, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, ich, bring it up, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ich, knee, kick, pull, down block, reverse punch, agyuke, itch. All right, good. Any questions on that so far? Gary?
So after the you got the double down block, I'm gonna step through. Is that a split with the open hands like this?
Correct.
And then
And the right hand is high, left hand is low.
sound like this. I'm gonna turn.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Got
okay,
it. Right.
and then and at the turn, what's the other hand doing? What's the left hand doing?
So
Is that come back into hikite? Is it?
So from the turn, so I've got both hands here. My left hand is going to do a gate ambarai 1, and then I'm going to pull. So it stays gate ambarai open hand. So low
Okay.
shuto basically, and then same thing 1, 2.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense? All right, let's see what you guys got. Go ahead, Tony. Do your thing. All right, here we go. Hangetsu. Itch. In. Out. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. An. All the way back. She. Go. Back out again. Hold on, Marty. Go back out to double ippon kens out. There you go. Itch. Knee. An. Kia. She. Catch. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Nissan. Itch. Nissan. 2 punches, Peter. No. You're doing a uchiuke, gyatsu, uchiuke with your left, and then 2 punches. There you go. Itch. Nissan. To the back of the room. Uchiuke, 2 punch. Good. Itch. Pull it in. Step out. Back fist. Good. Itch. Step straight forward with the back foot. Kick, down block, gyaku. Nope. Peter, go back. Okay, so you're going to step forward with the right, kick with the left, and then do all the stuff. There you go. Yep. And step forward with the left. Step forward with the left. There you go. Good. So it's going to be a down block, reverse punch, agyuke. There you go. Now, agyuke with the left hand. There you go. Itch. Go back the other way. Now step across with the left. 1. Kick with the right. Down block with the right. Step forward. Down block, reverse punch, agyuke with the right. Good. One more time. Itch. All right, good. So let's go back to the last uchi-uke punch facing the back of the room. All right, come around. Step over with the right. Kick with the left. Pull back, down block, reverse punch, agi-uke. Agi-uke with the left. Back the other way. This time we could just do the opposite. Step across with the left. Kick with the right, down block with the right, reverse punch, agi-uke right. One more, All right, from here, Mikazuki Geri. So we're in a back stance. Mikazuki Geri, and I'm going to change to Hangetsu Dachi, punching downward when I pull it back. Hey! So Hangetsu Dachi. Back foot straight, front foot turned in. Now I'm going to take and bring my right hand back, my right foot back. One. Now I'm not sliding back yet. Now I'm going to squeeze my thighs together, creating a nekodachi, and I'm going to push both hands down into his cranium. So I just struck him, punched him. Now he wants to shoot in to grab my leg. I'm going to hit his skull. This way. My backside is sticking out. Okay. And then finish. Okay. So let's go back to that last back fist. Okay. Mikazuki Geri, punch down. When you punch down, kiai. Pull the right leg back, right hand back, and push. Finish. And you could use a little bit of sideways pull with that front leg too. So I'm here, I got Hangetsu Dachi. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to pull this in so that this knee and this knee are kind of almost in line with each other as I pull them back. Okay, so a little bit more squeeze on the inside, because if you think about it, I can only go so far here, but if I pull this leg back, think of the squeeze you can create with that when you make that a nekodachi here. Okay, especially when this foot actually comes in a little bit more and you sink down and drop that way. Okay, questions? All right, one time. All right, I'm going to do it in their mirror. You do it through your way. All right, here we go. Us. Here we go. Knee. An. She. Go. Rook. Hey. Knee. An. She. Go. Rook. Sun. She. Go. Rook, hitch, hutch, coup. Should have your right leg facing me, Peter. Right leg facing me. Agi-uke. Sorry, left leg. My mistake. Left leg. There you go. Good. Go into the back of your room. Knee. Kan, shi, go, rook. Knee. Hey. An. Anyame. There you go. So just a little bit of a nuance here. This is kind of like when you in So-Chin, when you split after the kick on the pullback of the kick. So same sort of thing. When I'm here and I step this way, I'm going to kick first as I pull back the leg. One, I'm going to stay here as I kick out. As I pull back, then I do the Gedan Barai, boom, boom. So I kind of time that together this way, kick, pull, as that leg comes back. So get the timing on that as well, okay? All right, so that's about all we got for today. Does anybody have any clarifications, questions? Good to go?
It's fine. I find it tough to go from, here and then to drop into this stance.
Yep. It's hard.
It's like I think it's going to take some practice.
Yes, it is. Yep, that is definitely a challenging move. But the whole thing kind of revolves around the inner thigh squeeze and the dropping of the weight, and putting your feet in the right position, or getting your feet in the right position too. Because once your feet get in that position, it feels like it just wants to settle into that, and then it's just a kind of a degree of how much you squeeze. So if I'm here in this back stance and I kick, so here I'm in the back stance, my feet are like this, right? But once I get to here, now it's all the squeezing you got to do after that. So it's a bad matter of just getting your feet into that position so that you can create the stance. So there's definitely a training that goes with that to try and get your feet to go in the right spot.
Yes.
Okay. So Marty, make note of that because this is one of your katas, right?
The note has been made, Sensei.
All right. Write it down in your book. All right. Great class today. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. If you'd like to send me some requests for next week, Tuesday's class, I'd be more than happy to take requests and try and fit them in over the next few weeks if I don't get to you next week. Okay. All right. Have a great night.